Hey guys, Dan here with Pain Free You. A viewer had a request, which is how do I deal with it when your family and the people around you are not supportive of your TMS approach? If they're constantly saying, go to the doctor, what are you, stupid? I don't get this. What do you mean it's a mind-body thing? You're telling me that you being upset is what's caused your pain? You know, what does the doctor say? You should go to the doctor, right? And so that can be extremely challenging, especially when we have done the research, we've read, we've learned about TMS and how this process works. So what do you do when those around you are not supportive? Well, coach them. Just say, look, I understand you don't buy into it, but I've gone down the medical path and it hasn't worked. And so what I would like you to do, with all love and respect, is to not tell me all day long that I am wrong, right? And I know when I was going through this stuff, there was plenty of times when my ex-wife, my wife at the time, would look at me like, you're nuts, right? And she didn't even have to say a word. I just knew that there was disapproval there and disagreement and judgment. And, you know, that's tough to take. I did not enjoy that when she would look at me like I'm crazy. I mean, I've read all these Sarno books, and here I am years or a decade into this process, and she goes, you're still buying into that crap? It hasn't worked yet. I'm like, but it has worked, because I've had benefit, and then it would come back. Have benefit, then it would come back. And so it's really challenging to tell those around us to, hey, shut up. I got this, right? Especially because so many of us with the TMS personality want to be liked and approved of and have the love and support of everybody around us. And when we don't get it, oh my God, it's like doubly painful. So what do you do when the people around you aren't supportive in this work? You basically tell them, I got this. Look, I may need some support in regards to getting things done if I can't physically do things. Okay, I need that support. But emotionally, intellectually, if you can't support me, then let's just not talk about it, right? I am pursuing this TMS approach, this mind-body approach, this distraction pain approach, distraction symptom approach, turning off my fight or flight approach, de-stressing. And look, if you explain it as, look, this is not this TMS and hard to understand stuff. It's a result of too much stress. And guess what? Your disapproval of my approach towards resolving these things is adding to my stress. So I know you think I should go to the doctor, but all this judgment and criticism and that look like you're crazy is causing more stress. So if you care about me and you want to support me, yelling at me to go to the doctor is not the way to support me. And so give me permission to follow this. It's not harmful. It's not going to hurt you. I don't know anybody who ended up damaged or broken or anything by following a TMS process, right? It's benign. At minimum, it's just not going to help if you don't get your mindset and your beliefs and your practice and your ability to feel this stuff. It may not help. There are some people who struggle with this because they learn, they wish, but then they don't do anything. Or they convince themselves that, you know, I can't get out of this fight or flight, it just happens. And I've got no choice, and it's completely out of my control. Which really puts you in the victim mode, in the victim role. And when you say, I can't, and you say it often enough, you're going to believe it. So my encouragement for you is if you have people around you who are not supportive or even worse, are actually dismissive and critical of your work trying to get better through these approaches, then it's important to have an adult conversation with them. Don't wait until they piss you off so much that the pressure cooker blows and you scream at them. But literally, get yourself to a place of calm, well thought out, sit them down and go, hey, look, I know you disagree with me. I know you think that this is kind of hogwash, but I've done hundreds of hours of research, or I've done 10 hours of research, I've read 3 books, I understand this process. And if you haven't read those books, I understand why you don't get it, why it doesn't make sense to you. But I would really, really appreciate that you withhold your judgment or criticism of the type of things I'm trying to do and allow me to do this work and support me as best as you can. And I would really appreciate that. And because this is a stress illness, really appreciate you not stressing me out more by judging and criticizing and telling me I'm wrong. And you'd be surprised at how a heartfelt, honest, loving conversation like that can shift the tide and make them go, oh boy, maybe I'm not helping. Right? So these things matter. And that's what I would suggest as it relates to, working within an environment where the people around you are not so supportive. And look, I know our parents are going to tell you, go to the doctor. You're crazy. This is not a mind thing. What are you talking about? You've got a bulging disc. Okay, Mom. And then in that case, you just say, look, Mom, let's not talk about it. I'm working on something. I don't want to get into it. I know you love me and support me and just want me to get better. And I know you believe that the doctor path is the way to go. But do me a favor. Let's talk. Let's laugh. Let's enjoy each other's company. If I need a little help to watch the kids while I go off and meditate for an hour, please support me in that. I need me time. I need self-care. I need to lower the level of my stress. I need to turn off this fight or flight, or really fight response. I need to turn down the volume. Mom, this is all stress. And so, have those conversations, the adult conversations, and don't do it in a mean and angry way, and you're the reason I'm in pain. Well, that's not going to go well. But just in a loving way. Too much stress, too much self-critical thoughts and self-critical behaviors, and I don't give myself enough love and credit and self-care, and I need to do more of that. So the best way you, mom, husband, wife, kids, parents, family, friends can support me is to just love me and allow me the opportunity to work on this stuff. And to me, that is how we interact with those around us that are not as supportive. And you may find that by having a couple of these heartfelt conversations, you can flip it from critical judgment against you to say you're wrong and this is stupid to, okay, I get it, I understand, and I will be more supportive moving forward. And that's all you can expect. That's all you can request. So be willing to have that tough conversation, but do it in from the point of love. Don't do it from the standpoint of hate and that you're the problem and you're the reason I'm in pain, right? Just do it from the standpoint of love, and I think that'll help. So what do you guys and gals think? Comment below. If you think somebody can use this, share it. If you think somebody would benefit by being a member of this community, the Pain For You private group, invite them to join. And see you guys in the next video. Thanks.